one single press. The giant log screams, splitting into pieces. The wood splitter charges into battle. No mercy, no pause. Each plank shoots out like a bullet. This is the arena of steel and pressure. Welcome to Woodpath Channel. Two-man wood splitting, precision in motion. At the heart of a busy lumber yard, a rotating shaft with splitter spins like clockwork. Two men, one on each side, stand ready. There's no talking, no shouting, only instinct, timing, and years of shared rhythm. On the left, one man places a thick log into the splitter's cradle. He steps back just as the steel blade lunges forward, slicing the log clean in half with a fierce crack. Wood fibers split like they're being torn by invisible hands. Even before the split wood hits the ground, the man on the right has stepped up. Another log slides into place. The rotating shaft pivots. The blade returns. Another violent, perfect split. And again, log after log. The machine hisses, snaps, and splits, powered by steel, guided by human precision. The rhythm is relentless, the teamwork flawless. In this choreographed dance of timber and iron, man and machine work as one, taming the forest's strength with every strike. A compact machine, carrying the strength of an entire forest. On screen, the 15-ton hydraulic wood splitter and chipper begins its work, quiet, deliberate, and unshakably powerful. Each hardwood log is gripped tightly by the steel claws. Then, with just a smooth stroke, the hydraulic wedge applies up to 15 tons of pressure. The log cracks open, split into halves, then quarters, with surgical precision. Each chunk drops neatly to the ground, ready for use. But the job doesn't stop there. Next, the chipper unit, reback, activates. Larger wood pieces are pulled into the spinning drum, where razor-sharp blades reduce them into chips or sawdust, perfect for fuel, compost, or pellet production. Every motion is clean, efficient. One operator is all it takes, yet the machine replaces the effort of an entire crew. Small in size, but mighty in impact. A true ally for forestry work, farm operations, or anyone seeking smart, efficient wood processing. From raw timber to ready material, the transformation happens in minutes. This is more than a splitter, it's a compact production line, a symbol of modern labor. At an open lumber yard, the Fendu's JBM 80 log splitter hums with mechanical steadiness. Two men work side by side, moving with precision and rhythm. One man loads the logs onto the splitting bed, while the other operates the hydraulic lever, eyes focused on every movement of the machine. A log is carefully positioned. Within seconds, a heavy-duty steel blade descends, powered by intense hydraulic pressure, splitting the log cleanly into evenly sized pieces. Each drop of the blade is met with a crisp crack, as the wood yields without resistance. The split pieces fall neatly onto a collection tray below, then are manually pulled aside or shifted along a small side conveyor. The two workers exchange silent cues and glances, working in sync, like a living, breathing machine. Each log is processed with consistent speed and deliberate strength. Sunlight glints off the polished metal blade, while sawdust clings to their sleeves. Yet neither man stops. The Fendu's JBM 80 doesn't roar. It works with calm, persistent power, and its real strength lies in the smooth, decisive split it delivers again and again. The iron and oak log splitter, 37-ton, equipped with a powerful Honda GX 270 engine, stands proudly in the middle of the yard, brand new and gleaming under the sunlight. Its fresh paint and mechanical scent still linger in the air. A man stands beside it, operating the machine with care and rhythm, each movement aligned with the steady, reliable pace of this solid piece of machinery. He gently maneuvers the control lever, positioning each log precisely for the blade to do its work. The machine can be used both horizontally and vertically. Horizontal mode for heavier, hard-to-lift logs, and vertical mode for massive upright logs that don't need to be raised. This adaptability allows it to handle a wide range of log sizes and weights with ease. Delivering a crushing force of 37 tons, the iron and oak doesn't just split wood, it cleaves through the grain with authority and precision, making it a powerhouse for firewood preparation and serious wood processing tasks. In the clear daylight of Bangor, Main, the Wolfridge 28C stands tall, jet black, solid, and radiating mechanical dominance. Beside it, the FC-24 firewood conveyor hums in silent anticipation, ready to carry the split pieces like a wooden waterfall into the pile. The operator steps forward, confident and deliberate. He doesn't speak, he demonstrates. A heavy oak log hits the cradle, and with a single smooth motion of the lever, crack, the splitter drives through it like a hot knife through butter. Every movement is sharp, practiced. Each split echoes with authority, as if the machine is proclaiming, "This is what real power looks like." The firewood slides onto the FC-24 conveyor, gliding up and away, stacking neatly in rhythmic harmony. There's a subtle pride in the man's stance, not arrogance, but confidence. He's not just working the machine, he's showcasing it. The Wolfridge 28C isn't merely splitting wood, it's commanding attention, proving that in the world of firewood processors, this machine is king.
Come on up, check them out in person. Take these babies home with you today.
The bright orange Multitech firewood processor stands out vividly in the expansive wood yard. The machine operates smoothly, creating a lively industrial scene. Logs are placed on the feed deck, gently pushed forward by the conveyor belt toward the sharp, fast-spinning circular saw blade. As soon as the blade contacts the log, a crisp cutting sound rings out, quickly splitting the wood into smaller, manageable sections. Then, a powerful hydraulic ram pushes these sections forward to the splitting wedge, where uniform firewood pieces are neatly separated and drop onto the wood conveyor. The entire process runs continuously with steady, uninterrupted operation. The gleaming orange surface of the machine reflects light, highlighting Multitech's modern design and high efficiency. The Duin VK63, though compact in size, possesses splitting power far beyond expectation. Built with a streamlined yet formidable design, it stands quietly in the wood yard, a cold, mechanical force of nature. A man in protective gear lifts each heavy log with care, placing it firmly on the platform. He grips the lever and pushes, firm, deliberate. Instantly, the steel splitting blade drives downward with immense pressure, cleaving the wood in two with precision. A sharp cracking sound echoes, dry and metallic, as the grain of the log gives way cleanly under the calculated force. Each motion is a perfect rhythm. Load the log, push the lever, split, and another piece of timber is torn apart. A faint mist of wood dust rises into the slanting sunlight, catching the golden glow as the machine continues its relentless, flawless cycle. McAllister MVLS 3008T, 8 tons of splitting force in every stroke. Sunlight falls over the wood yard where a man stands, arms wrapped around a heavy oak log. With steady steps, he places the log onto the base of the McAllister MVLS 3008T, a solid, dark gray machine, its polished steel ram and V-shaped splitting wedge gleaming with quiet authority. He pulls the control lever. Instantly, the 8-ton hydraulic ram begins its forward push, pressing the log firmly into the wedge. The oak lets out a sharp crack, then splits cleanly, first in 2, then in 4, each split symmetrical, strong, and satisfying. The machine doesn't roar, it hums and hisses, then falls silent as the task is done. Again, the man bends down, wraps his arms around another log. Together, man and machine form a rhythm, turning dense oak into stacks of precise firewood blocks. Multitech FP2020, a blazing orange machine in the wild, splitting logs tirelessly beneath the open sky. Outdoors, surrounded by scattered timber, the bright orange Multitech FP2020 stands tall like a growling steel beast. All around it, freshly harvested forest stretches out, the scent of pine resin and sawdust drifting on the breeze. The operator stands nearby, hand gripping the hydraulic control lever. He pushes it forward. The saw blade, cold and sharp like a forged battlefield weapon, begins to lower slowly. A massive log rests on the sliding table, exposed under the sky. Then screech. The blade touches the wood, releasing a piercing shriek that echoes through the trees. The log is split cleanly in 2, like cardboard under the screaming blade. Instantly, the cut section is fed into the splitting system. A heavy steel wedge comes crashing down, dividing the log into uniform pieces of firewood that fall onto the dusty ground, ready to be loaded onto a waiting truck. No roof overhead, no soundproof walls, just steel, wood, the operator, and the wild. The Multitech FP2020 works like a warrior in the forest, powerful, precise, and relentless. The Adiro Dominator automatic hydraulic saw is a state-of-the-art machine that perfectly blends hydraulic power with advanced automation technology. During operation, the machine not only cuts large logs with exceptional precision, but also handles the splitting process with remarkable finesse. After cutting, the logs are immediately fed into the powerful splitting unit inside the machine. The sharp, Robust splitting blades apply strong hydraulic pressure to swiftly and efficiently cleave the logs into multiple uniform pieces. Notably, wood chips and sawdust do not scatter wildly. Instead, they are neatly collected and fall directly through a specialized exhaust chute. This system keeps the workspace clean and significantly reduces airborne dust, ensuring a safer and tidier working environment. The Adiro Dominator embodies a sophisticated balance between high production efficiency and intelligent design, elevating modern wood processing to a new level. The Thor log splitter represents a bold fusion of machine power and human strength, a semi-manual wood processor designed to handle massive, stubborn logs using both mechanical advantage and skilled hands. At one end of the unit, a fixed splitting blade stands firmly in place, ready to receive each heavy timber. But on the opposite end, there is no automatic piston. Instead, there's a long lever arm, designed for the operator to manually lift and press down, transferring their body weight and force directly onto the wood. As the worker brings the lever down, the log is forced against the wedge, and with a cracking sound, it begins to split slowly but firmly. Each motion is a blend of human control and mechanical assistance. Not fast, but deliberate and effective. The Thor splitter isn't built for high-speed production lines. It's built for those who value control, precision, and adaptability, especially when dealing with oversized or irregular logs that require more finesse than brute automation.
What's great about it, that I like so far, is that it's very balanced, so you're not twisting your spine, and the motion is very nice. But also, it's aerobic. You can see, you can move the head to one side and press the spring down, and that stores energy in the spring. And then you push it up, and so you're using your leg muscles and your core muscles a lot more. Because there's some play in the hinge, you can aim it a little bit. So you don't have to have the wood in exactly the right position. But you have to be a little careful that it doesn't bonk you, because it is on a spring.
Let's go get the chicken nipples.
Be a really good tool for two people to use together. One person could set the wood in, and the other person could just sit here and work it up and down like that and do a lot of chopping very fast. Do you think that would scare you? So now I'm going to do a much harder one. Just show you that there is a limit to, so this one, zoom in on this one and see that it is a crotch in the tree.
This homemade wood splitter may look crude and rustic, but it holds a power far beyond its appearance. Equipped with a system of 24 sharp wedge blades, The device can split large logs into multiple smaller pieces in a single strike. Each wedge is strategically positioned to evenly distribute the pressure when pushing the wood toward the cutting blades, ensuring the logs are split cleanly, precisely, and quickly. The pushing force, whether hydraulic or mechanical depending on the design, is directly applied to the wedges, generating tremendous pressure capable of breaking even the thickest and toughest logs. Despite lacking a sleek appearance or complex technology, this machine demonstrates the strength of simplicity and mechanical efficiency in wood splitting. It saves time and effort while significantly boosting productivity. The log splitter equipped with a rotating gear system represents a powerful and efficient mechanical design. The pushing shaft is firmly mounted on a large gear wheel, working in perfect harmony with the entire mechanism. As the machine starts, the gears rotate smoothly, producing a steady, robust motion. With each turn of the gear, the pushing shaft forcefully drives large logs against a sharp blade. The blade immediately applies immense pressure, causing the wood to burst apart violently, producing crisp cracking sounds that echo through the space. Each rotation of the gear delivers a decisive push, splitting the logs into uniformly sized pieces. The smaller wood fragments are expelled outward, falling into neat piles beside the machine, ready for transportation or further processing. The sound of meshing gears combined with the rasp of the blade slicing wood forms an industrial symphony full of life, while sunlight filtering through forest leaves illuminates the machine's surface, highlighting every moving part vividly. The entire system operates continuously and cohesively, showcasing a seamless blend of mechanical engineering and raw physical power to efficiently and safely process large, thick logs. The powerful Alpha 6 splitter is breaking through massive red oak logs before it. The enormous log is lifted steadily and securely by the machine's cradle, ready for processing. A skilled man pushes the wood firmly onto the cradle, then slowly lowers the control lever. Each movement of the lever is deliberate and confident, gradually driving the log towards the splitting blade. The machine operates at a slow but steady and decisive pace. The sharp splitting blade begins its work, slicing through sections of the log with a crisp, metallic sound echoing in the air. Every split showcases strength and precision, effortlessly breaking apart the tough fibers of the red oak. Though the process is slow, it delivers absolute efficiency, producing evenly sized pieces ready for the next stage of processing. Growy, the horizontal blade that splits the forest. That unmistakable sound rises, a grinding hydraulic hum, as the growy horizontal wood splitter prepares to face another log. The tension is tangible. A thick log is placed with care onto the splitting deck. The operator, focused and steady, aligns it perfectly. Then, the hydraulic ram kicks into motion, pushing the log forward, slowly but irresistibly, toward the waiting steel blade. Suddenly, crack! The sharpened horizontal wedge cuts through the log, splitting it cleanly in two with raw, mechanical force. The pieces fall to either side, severed and silent. Before the machine can rest, the next log is already in position. The rhythm continues. Place, push, split, repeat. One after another, the heavy logs are fed into the growy, each one torn open with the same brutal precision. There's no hesitation, no pause, just the sound of metal pushing through timber and the quiet coordination between human and machine, turning stubborn wood into clean firewood, one powerful stroke at a time. Binderberger Gigant 30Z horizontal splitter, giant power deep in the forest. Amidst the dense green forest, the Binderberger Gigant 30Z stands out with its robust steel frame and distinctive color. Two men stand beside the machine, their eyes focused on the precise operation. A large log is placed on the spacious support table. The powerful hydraulic arm slowly presses the thick, sharp steel splitting blade down onto the solid trunk, splitting it in two with superior force. The screeching and cracking sounds echo throughout the quiet woodland. The operator continuously adjusts the control lever, working in sync with his colleague to ensure maximum efficiency. Each squared piece of wood falls evenly onto the yard, ready for the next processing steps. The Binderberger Gigant 30Z is more than just a splitter. It is a reliable partner for all heavy-duty logging and wood processing tasks. The homemade log splitter with a rotating blade is a simple yet effective design. A sharp blade is firmly attached to a powerful rotating shaft, spinning continuously at high speed. Logs are carefully placed beneath the rotating blade. As the shaft spins, the homemade blade repeatedly chops down, Each strike a decisive cut, splitting the logs into smaller pieces. The combination of centrifugal force from the rotating shaft and the sharpness of the blade produces an impressive splitting effect. The machine runs continuously, producing a rhythmic clicking sound mixed with the noise of wood being cut, creating a scene both rustic and powerful, a clear demonstration of creativity and resourcefulness in manufacturing.
Okay.
Amid the steady growl of the engine and the scent of fresh oak, a woman stands beside the Wolf Ridge Pro 28C, a beast of a machine clad in solid black steel. She wears protective gloves and earmuffs, not just for safety, but like armor for a skilled warrior at work. With a smooth motion, she pushes the control lever forward. Instantly, the hydraulic ram kicks into action, driving a solid log toward the razor-sharp wedge. Snap! The oak splits in half, then into quarters, then eighths. In mere seconds, neat firewood pieces tumble down, landing in a growing pile. The 2-Tyrex hydraulic log splitter operates smoothly with a simple yet effective control lever system. The operator lifts the lever, immediately triggering a powerful hydraulic push that presses the log firmly against the sharp splitting wedge. The wedge quickly and decisively splits the log cleanly in half, producing a clear cracking sound. Each half separates rapidly and neatly. This process repeats continuously, ensuring high splitting efficiency while maintaining operator safety. Brute Force CS60 chainsaw machine, a red beast at work. The Brute Force CS60, painted in a striking red, stands firm on the dusty yard, like a mechanical warrior focused on its mission. One by one, logs are fed into the machine. Each downward stroke of the saw is swift and decisive, slicing clean through the wood. The push mechanism follows instantly, forcing the split. Wood fragments crack and fall, while sawdust explodes outward in bursts, like sparks from a brutal mechanical clash. The operator handles the machine with practiced precision, smooth and steady, like a conductor leading a symphony of steel. His movements are calm, controlled, yet powerful, matching the pulse of the roaring engine perfectly. Outside the machine's frame, another man stands still, eyes fixed on the operation, perhaps a technician, or simply a witness drawn in by the raw, mesmerizing power unfolding before him.